to another episode of Articulate Thoughts, which is a personal blog of mine where I share some thoughts, ideas, observations, and experiences about conscious dance, which is a movement practice that uses dance as a form of moving meditation. And today's episode is entitled Can't Be Helped. And I feel at a point where I can't help but dance. Uh, it's interesting because I thought I felt that way before, but this is a little bit of a different angle to it all. So the last little while it's kind of been a little chaotic for me, to say the least. But in this past week, I've only been to a conscious dance once, and it was a really good one. And I didn't really think too much of it. I just kind of went about my schedule and uh, tying up some loose ends and taking care of what I needed to take care of. And 1 week later, I found myself not attending any other dance, and um, it's a little bit unfortunate because there is a lot going on, but my schedule's just not working out. But alternatively, my mind has found its own little way of dancing, and it's kind of something that's kind of been under the radar for me, but it's becoming more and more of a prominent thing, and that's like dancing in my mind or in my imagination. And this happens quite a lot when I'm driving, and I've always enjoyed driving the back roads or in the country, and especially since I moved to Calgary, like just driving through the mountains, puts my mind space in a very ease, very very much at ease, and it's much calmer, and I could look at things without such a reactive emotional state. And as of late, it's kind of been going into like a blank space, and I'll be kind of tuning into the music that's going on, or even sometimes there's not even music being played because my phone is acting up a little bit with that something's wrong with the head jack or whatnot. So sometimes music is not available to me, and I'll be tapping into something, some kind of rhythm, and I'd be imagining myself dancing, and it's almost like I have another body in my imagination that's like perfect and it's pristine, and it's weird because like my body is not actually moving, but I'm experiencing the emotional content or the emotional journey of the dance. And it's even more incredible because it's using a body that's kind of imaginary. That body is immaculate, it's perfect, and I'm able to do things that I'm not able to do with this physical body. And sometimes I get really deep into it, and it even goes like a step further where um, it's almost like I'm feeling the momentum of the car moving forward, but in my mind's eye, I'm imagining myself flying. And depending on where I am, so like when particularly in the mountains, like I'll be imagining I'm flying up on top, like through the mountain range, and it's a weird thing because I know physically I'm in a car listening to music and just or not listening to music, just kind of driving in my car, but I'm experiencing this emotional experience of flying and dancing or like using my body in some sort of way that elicits this adventurous emotional state. And I don't know, I just decided to kind of talk about it in today's episode because it's just something that's been happening a lot lately. I've been driving a lot, and I haven't been physically dancing a lot, but it's like I don't know, it's just something that's very very intriguing, and like something that is imagined, and then the difference between that and the real life physical experience of it. And I've been, read some books, and in this stream of information that kind of talks about the power of positive thinking and the power of imagination. And I think I've kind of hit a new sort of level with it, um, or experiencing it more intensely than I used to. And I think it's a result of this backlash of the physical reality. There's just some kind of different things that have been going on in the last month or so, and I just kind of been tuning out quite a bit and just kind of like being in myself and paying more attention to how I feel and what I'm thinking and where that could take me. And it's very drastic change, and I didn't really realize how much I used to think about other people much more than I think about myself. And I guess in a sense it's selfish, but I mean it is what it is. Like I gotta love myself first before I could really love anyone else or share that love in a pure manner. Um, but yeah, so I guess in this episode, kind of been a lot in a tangent, but it's something like dance is always with me, whether I'm on a dance floor or I'm just driving through or going through about my day. It's like it's more so of mentality or a lifestyle. Like dance is just not a thing that I do as a physical practice anymore, or it's kind of evolving over time, and it's kind of merging with some other experiences that I have, like particularly on some psychedelics, and now it's kind of bleeding into like my everyday life a little bit, like here and there, and it's very very interesting. And but I think it all kind of sorts from dance, and it's a very powerful tool, and it's a very good way to get in touch with the body. And if I get in touch with my body, I get more in touch with my mind, and if I get more in touch with my body and my mind, I get more in touch with like my emotions and my spirit, and it's a very interesting connection how everything is just kind of linked all together. So something I want to continue going on, and I feel I'm at a point where I can't help it anymore. It's just something that happens. So whether I'm on the dance floor or not, it's constant evolution and process because I'm thinking about it, I'm talking about it, I'm writing about it, and just keeps on going and going, and we'll see where this thing goes. Inshallah, I'll see you around, and thanks for tuning in.